Students, let's recapitulate the whole chapter in one go. Means, let's revise it from first to last. In this chapter, the writer remembers his childhood days. When he was 6 years old, he read somewhere the book True Stories from Nature. The book was all about primeval forests, means the forests, early forests, when the earth came into existence. And he saw one picture of boa constrictor in that, swallowing an animal. He tried to copy that drawing also. And in that book, he read that boa constrictors swallow its prey whole without chewing it. So that was a bit scary for him also. And after eating its prey, the boa constrictor used to sleep for 6 months so as to digest the food. This thing had a lasting impression in his mind. He could not forget that boa constrictor ever. The boa constrictor hovered in his mind and he too tried to draw something like that. And this used to be his first drawing and he gave the name drawing number 1. It looked something like this. He showed it to his elders and they all laughed at it, calling it just a hat. And he was so angry that no one could understand that he made boa constrictor. As a child, he always thought that elders could never understand a child's feeling and child's drawing particularly. They always needed to have things explained, which he disliked always. He thought that elders are not wise and intelligent. The narrator tried his hand in drawing once again and he made second drawing which he gave name my drawing number 2, which was a boa constrictor from inside, that he drew an elephant as if the boa constrictor had digested an elephant, baby elephant. The narrator again showed the drawing to his elders and this time his elders, they scolded him and they asked him to leave drawing aside and study geography, history, arithmetic and grammar instead. So after that he left drawing altogether, but he was disheartened. He was sad that elders could never understand his drawings. Later on in his life, the writer became a pilot, a professional pilot, and he had covered the whole world in his aeroplane. And he later realized that the knowledge of geography proved very useful. If one got lost in the forests, dense forests of Arizona, the skills to read the map and knowledge of geography could take him out of that. Later in his life, he met many elders, but his theory, his mindset was not changed. He remained of the same opinion that elders could never understand the drawings of small children. He never met any person with true understanding. Elders always liked the chattings related to golf, bridge, politics, neckties. But they could never understand, they did not have the sensibility to understand the child's mentality. In one incident, the pilot's plane got crashed and he landed in the middle of desert of Sahara. He had no passenger. He had got his engine crashed. Something broke in his engine also. He was without any food and not much drinking water. So he was very much tensed and worried about himself. Since he was all alone in the middle of Sahara desert and miles away from any human habitation, he was a bit scared. He was considering himself more isolated than any person who is in the middle of ocean. And he had to sleep on the sand obviously. But the next very morning when he woke up, he saw a little boy. And he just straightforwardly asked him to draw a sheep. And the writer got surprised. What? A sheep? The boy said, "Yes, draw me a sheep." Later, the writer made one drawing of that little boy. He was looking something like this. And the writer said that it was not his fault that he could not draw a beautiful drawing, because his elders, they never let him draw and they never let him adopt the career of a painter. The writer got surprised because the boy was not at all scared. He was not hungry, he was not thirsty in the scorching sun of Sahara Desert, where the temperature is very high. And he was just asking to draw him a sheep. It was so mysterious situation that he could not say no. The writer couldn't say no to the little boy. So he took one page and pen out of his pocket and he drew a sheep like this. The boy could easily understand his feelings and he at once said that, "Please don't draw an elephant inside a boa constrictor." And this line surprised the narrator most, because at once the little boy could understand the feeling. The little boy explained everything about boa constrictor and an elephant inside it. This was a thing which narrator throughout his life could not make elders understand. He drew sheep, but that was totally rejected by the little prince. Then he drew another one. The first one was rejected because it looked like a ram. The second one was rejected because it looked like a sick sheep. So, the writer got angry and furious. He drew one box and told the little boy that the sheep is inside the box. The little boy totally agreed to his drawing. Moreover, the little boy was very much satisfied that it was a very small sheep and that is why it could fit into the small box. Hence, it would eat less grass. Later, the writer satisfied the little boy by saying that the sheep was sleeping, so don't disturb it. And that is how the narrator made his acquaintance. He came to know the Little Prince more. This is all about Little Prince, written by Anthony de Saint-Exupéry.